We all have ability. The difference is how we use it, said Stevie Wonder. The question is, how does a culture's worldview show itself in art and literature? Our culture has changed so much through the years. How has this affected us and why? This brings up the first topic, art. During the time of 1872, Impressionism was known as untraditional. It was something that most people didn't really understand. A painting called The Impression Sunrise, painted by Claude Monet in 1872, was not really a famous painting because it was Impressionism style. It was an oil canvas. But the reason why this painting wasn't famous is because it didn't show details. It didn't show how the water was. It just showed lighting. It didn't show really any specific details of who the people were in the painting and how the water flowed. The main reason for Impressionism art was to get the gist of the lighting and the detail. And how Claude Monet painted this was, imagine waking up in the morning and you see a gorgeous sunrise. The colors are warm but also kind of cool tones. You want to capture this picture, but you also don't have enough time to fully get the real detail. So you just do a brief sketch of what the painting actually is. You might not get the actual details of the painting, but you get the gist of what it actually is. This was Impressionism art, and people didn't really, like I said, enjoy this because it wasn't specific. But later through the years, people started getting interested more and more through the paintings that Claude Monet did. They understood a little bit more of, it's not supposed to be specific. It's supposed to give you what it felt like and not exactly what it looked like. And so this was kind of how culture saw it and how much it changed with Impressionism. Another reason that I would bring how culture's worldview shows itself in literature is, for example, in the book Pride and Prejudice. Let me grab this real quick. In the book Pride and Prejudice, written by Jane Austen in 1813. Now, this book is a very famous. This is a very famous book, but through this book, their lifestyle was so different. They had, when you would get married, you wouldn't get married because you liked the person. You simply would get married because of popularity, because of money, and mainly for the name of someone. So it wasn't like our life now. We can actually choose who we want to marry, and we don't have to ask for our parents' permission if we don't want to. We can just simply go off and get married. And so this shows just how different, this book shows how different the culture was then and now. So for these examples of Impressionism and Pride and Prejudice, this does show the worldview of our culture. Thank you.